All right. Apply, you're here, right? Hello?
What's going on, brother? What's going on?
Oh, what's going on? How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm Keith. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Keith.
How are you doing? How was your April Fool's, Flats?
It's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. You know, just played a few games, and you know, I gotta beat the Elite Four in a little bit. So.
Pokemon?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a hoot and a holler, Flats. I sent you the VOD code, buddy. Before I say something, I just want to declare something. I want you to know, I'm not gunning for the #1 Ron spot. That goes to you, buddy. You got the crown.
Okay.
But I want you to help me fit right below you. I want to be all snug up next to you, second place. So I want to just get that out the way here.
Okay, sounds good.
Hello to all the Flats viewers. It's an honor to be here. I'm Keith. Nice to meet you. I think I do really good on Reinhardt when things are going well. You know what I mean? When my team is good, when things are setting up, we're playing a good map, we're playing against a solid team, and I have a solid team. Now, something I'm trying to learn is, what do I do when things aren't going my way? Because you can still make it work. It's not like you just have to give up and throw away everything.
Yeah.
I want to learn how can I make the best out of a bad situation, if you know what I mean.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, we can figure that out
for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm so excited to be here with you here today, Flats.
I'm excited to have you as well.
I'm 0-3 today.
Oh, that's tough. I can't relate. I actually had a pretty good day of games.
I did not.
Well, Keith, that's okay. We're gonna get you set up just right. Can you see my screen? Are you able to see my screen?
Everything. Listen, buddy, I can see everything, and I'm so excited to be here. You don't understand. Okay. Okay,
sounds
so
good.
I want to do a little bit of a pre-facing. The Ilari on the other team was being really mean to me.
Okay. Well, first off, I just watched you pin into a wall, so we're not off to a good start.
Yeah. No,
okay.
You're right.
That's okay. You know,
what do you think about my skin?
Hang on. Let me see this. Hang on. Is this the football skin? Okay. You know what? This is an old skin. Wait, how many people do you think know the true lore of this skin?
I don't know the true lore of the skin.
I bet less than 1% of people watching this know the true lore. So the true lore of this skin is this skin came out, I think, in what, 2016 or 2017, maybe, give or take. And it was broken because it was one of the first skins to have a voice line that was different than like Hammer Down. It would say Crash Down, but it was mistimed. And so you would actually start the Hammer Down animation without the voice line. And so all you would hear is cruh, and the ult would already hit. So it was a pay to win, or not pay to win, because it wasn't, you know, a paid skin at the time. But you would actually, it was a huge advantage to run this because you can't block shatter off the audio cue. So they ended up having to actually change the way the skin is, and you'd have to go back and find old audio of it, because I got gaslit one time into saying that didn't exist. Nope, there's old audio of it. It used to say Crash Down, and then they had to fix it. They took it out for a little while, they fixed it, and that way it wasn't a free win shatter button skin. But overall, it's pretty good.
That's the reason I came to you, because who would have had the knowledge about Reinhardt other than you? Nobody.
That's old man knowledge. That's like the old scripture keeper, you know?
And that's why I knew that I was in good hands when I contacted you for a VOD review here. All right.
Yeah, Keith, you're in good hands. All right, I want to see you double fire strike the door. Are you going to double fire strike the door for me?
Let's see. Let's see, Keith.
Oh, wonderful, Keith. That's just what I wanted to see. All right. Now the next thing, I'm going to tell you this ahead of time. I was actually doing a similar thing with Frankie yesterday. He wanted to do his live, and that's fucking 100 times harder because he's trying to play the game.
And that's why I didn't want to do it. Yep.
Yeah. And so here's the thing, right? Fire Strike's a little slow, you know. You mechanically, I know, Keith, I've heard down the grapevine are kind of insane mechanically, so this was probably not that great for you. You could probably hit the predictions, but for a lot of people that are not like the best player of all time, you wanna be aiming for like lanes of traffic. So like this is a good lane of traffic behind this taxi. Lanes of traffic like on or so whoever sets up here, these pillars, windows, stuff like that. And a lot of time people just peek them. They don't even see the Fire Strike coming. It's big old charge.
No, that's something I know about, but I don't think about consciously, and I appreciate.
See, there's one right there. You know, like you just send it down the middle. It's like
Fire Strike to nothing. What am I even
doing? If you're thinking about like, you know, where you want to send it, I always send it down lanes of traffic unless there's like 4 people grouped up. Then it's like, okay, you're gonna hit somebody, you know.
Come on. The something I'm working on. You know Hadi? Are you familiar with Hadi? The Rhyme
I am familiar with Hadi, yeah.
I had a VOD review with him, and he did good. He helped me a lot. And the main thing I worked on with him is when they're playing a dive team, I was always peeling back. When they would jump in, I would pin backwards, and giving them so much space. So in this VOD, something that you're gonna see I'm doing is I'm not trying to like really run all the way back. So I'm just letting you, just giving you up the speed of where Keith's brain's at mentally.
All right, good to know. Good to know.
I'm so excited. This is a holler.
No, it's honestly good advice. Sometimes when shit goes down, you just W key in, go get your kill. You know, it's better to flip the fight long term. You got your one. You're gonna get a second one there. Yeah, now you
right there, baby.
Yeah, now you gotta just chill for a few seconds and analyze the situation. You're good at analyzing of the situation. You're waiting for your two teammates to come back. And you're walking for the pit. Oh! Wait, hang on. Are you sure you even need this? You might be a bit of a pro.
You'll see in a minute. You're not gonna be saying that in a minute here.
So I would immediately just go get a health pack. A lot of times I just kind of like, I don't trust nobody, especially on Ryan. Like this character, people just leave him out to dry a lot of times.
Something that Hadi was telling me is that I'm too team reliant. I gotta be a little more nimble, a little more secret, and do things on my own sometimes.
See, that's actually that was a damn good fire strike right there. You know, that lane of traffic right around the corner, but that you didn't even do that because it's a lane of traffic. You did it just because you're that guy mechanically. You just tracked them and you hit them. You know, for the rest of us that maybe aren't all there, I got to use a little bit more of the brain power.
Buddy, you're there. You got it. I see you. Look at this Vendetta. What is he doing?
Oh, huge! The mechanics like these. Oh, we're off to a great start. So I'd like to actually see you get aggressive and go for the pin on that guy right there when he was jumping out. That would be me. Like if you got.
Let me see.
So right here, you kill that guy, right? You knew that someone, like, they were already kind of rotating around. So, like, you don't know where the Venture is, obviously. Like, they're like, way back here. But, like, you knew that they were going to go for a flank somewhere. So, there's only a couple people here. You kill Vendetta. Vendetta's, like, the big one. I would send it. I just send it right here. Because he actually ends up going for the block. And it's like, he has two options. He either punches you back or just does nothing.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right. That's so right.
Just like one of those times where it's like you cause a little chaos. I love to cause a little chaos.
I like that from you. I like that. Okay. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention I'm currently Masters 1, close to Masters 2 because I'm losing a lot.
Oh, really? Hey, you know what? That's pretty damn good.
We're going for champ though.
Going for champ.
Right here, I'm looking for a shatter. I'm looking for it, but it's.
So I think you got a little shatterbrained, unfortunately, here. Because, like, I can see you're looking for it. But, like, there's a few things we could go for, right? You just commit either, like, pinning back in, right? Going for the pin. Like, obviously, they end up going, like, up this way. But you could pin back right away. Now you know he's up here. I'd either commit for the Doom or commit for the Vendetta. Just all in. You end up choosing the Vendetta, and the Vendetta just runs away. So you end up backing away. This is actually pretty good. I kind of like this play. I actually kind of like that. That was actually pretty damn good. I see when I always think of like the Doom or the tanks are a little bit more scary sometimes, especially like a Doom when he's on my backline like that. But that's actually just mighty fine. That's a mighty fine choice right there, Keith.
At this point in the game, the Larry started shit talking me. He said, "C9, you big dumb idiot." That's what he said. I rephrased. He called me worse words than that. He said C9, but personally, I think
you might be getting in his head.
The point there.
You might be getting in his head.
Yep, that's what Keith
I use that to my advantage. I'd kill him.
Keith is a force of positivity. I don't ever shit talk nobody. I'm a real nice guy in the game.
Man, I love to hear that, Keith.
I was talking right here. I was typing something. I lied to you, Flat, straight to your face, and I want to apologize. I told him to shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, Flat. I told him to shut up. That's why I wasn't moving.
That's okay. You know what? You know what? I respect the integrity. You owned up to it. You could have just said I was typing some positivity messages to my teammates to hype them up, and I would have believed you. So you know what? I respect the integrity to be honest with me here. This is a safe space. I pin him. I pin him right there. That's a good play. Fire strike's a little dangerous. So a lot of times fire strike, obviously you get caught in that animation. A lot of times, like in a fight like that, I know fire striking is really good, but there's gonna be one of those times where you get to really low HP. That fire strike, you're gonna wish the animation ends a half second sooner. So sometimes the swing might even be better.
I can't believe how many times I die when I'm fire striking.
Yeah, I listen, until you get the perk where you fire strike and then you swing faster. I treat fire strike like a range tool only. I never really use it up close.
Yeah.
Okay. The shit's popping off.
I know I can't block this, but I did it for moral support.
I respect that.
Don't
okay,
listen.
I see the vision.
That's
I see the vision.
I'm working on.
Okay.
I'm pinning walls all the time, Vlad.
So here's something that I'm gonna say. I think Rein, especially in Overwatch 2, is so not team-oriented. You got to play him like a fat DPS and run around. So, like, you know, when that Vendetta off was going off, I know, you know, moral support, you hold the shield up. I think it's like a mindset thing where you just, oh yeah, I don't think you grab the health pack. Like, sometimes you just gotta run. You gotta run.
He said your team don't matter at all.
Yeah, you can't save them. You know, you don't got enough health.
How often would you say do you shield your team when they need help? How often?
Less than 5%.
That's the same thing Hottie said. He said rarely.
Very rarely.
Bad happens.
Like someone gets slept, you know, and I'm like I'm there next to me. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's no problem. It has to be not an inconvenience to me. If you cause me an inconvenience, you're on your own. You know, like, you know, it's like you drop your pencil next to me in class. You know, if I'm right next to you, I'm 2 inches away. I don't mind. I'm a good guy. I'll pick it up. But if it rolls under my desk and gets in front of the guy in front of me who's not paying attention, nah, you get up, buddy. That's on you now. Now you gotta go get it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, especially against this comp, though, right? You're looking at Kiri, Vendetta, Venture, Doom. Like, you are, there ain't nobody here. I soul shatter somebody.
That's specifically why I sent this to you, because I think Rein is quite simple when they're right in front of you. They're giving you something to give. But this is the game. These are the games I really struggle with right here. I get lost, I get confused, and I get nervous, and I got a poopy sometimes.
Yeah, I get it. I know. I understand completely. I think that if I'm here, I think you're about to make the right call. I think I probably look for the Vendetta, or not the Vendetta, the Alari. You know, if there's a pylon, get rid of it. You know, back away, see what your health looks like, because your shield is your biggest thing, right? The number one thing, I know the speed of this game is really high. I don't like going anywhere less than 1,000 shield. If I got less than 1,000 shield, I'm scared. Dude. If I got not much shield, I need to be looking for something. You do have a backup plan, though. You do got shatter. So if you're looking here to like one shot with somebody, that's okay too. But otherwise, like, I'm always a little. Oh, so you got a plan? You got a plan. Nice, going for the pylon. Good job.
That's something I'm working on too, though. I let my shield break so low.
See, you could have got the Doom kill. You could have got it right here. Look at this. Swing. Your second swing's coming back right now. And then you go for the. I just swing on him.
You know,
I would just go for the second swing.
Wait, what are you saying? Sorry, okay.
I think I think you go for the swing because you can swing, and then you know how to do the camera. You know how to do the camera thing, right? Where you swing your camera to extend the hitbox of your hammer.
I know of it. I don't know if I'm doing it.
Okay, so the way it works is basically you just follow it, you know, along with your camera,
like
right?
Blade, but you're saying it hits twice. How's it hit twice?
Well, it's not hit twice. It's just like. So you hit him at the very end of your swing. If you kept swinging, if you keep swinging, and then you flip the camera from left to right side, the start of your next swing might have clipped him and might have killed him, right? Like right at the beginning of it. But the fire strike animation's so long, like this is close, right? Like I'm probably giving you a little bit of shit here, but it's good habits to build, right?
No, I want you to be strict with me here.
Right? Because you see how it's finished? It finished? So your second one should be starting right now. And then you go for the fire strike instead. So you end up not even getting a chance to hit it on the way by. And he was low enough HP that, you know, a little bit of chip in there because he didn't have the shield from the slam yet. Might have been enough. It was close.
You just changed my life.
And then also that leaves you more opportunities for those fire strikes later, especially on those further away targets, you know?
Now I want to say something. What the f is this character, Flat? What is that?
Yeah.
Why can she counterpin me too with her shift? I'm a 2-ton German man with a rocket ship on my back. We both pin each other. How am I on the ground?
I've never understood that one. I'm gonna be real with you. I've never understood that one. That's okay though. All right. So I typically like on this point I like to go back top right away, like, you know, after the fight's over.
That's what I tried. Yep.
Yeah. You know, only reason, you know, just because it just gives you a better idea of where they're coming from. I like this spot too. This like holding. Yeah, you actually jumped right over. I like this area a lot. The only problem is though, yeah, like you end up taking a lot of damage, and so now you got that. You're in that 1,000 shield threshold. So it's like, okay, what's the plan here? And so you end up pinning back. I actually kind of like the pin back, chasing the Vendetta, forcing her out. That's actually a pretty good strat. I think I just stay on her a little bit because unfortunately, this is one of those situations where you're kind of just you're at the whim of everyone else. You know what I mean? Like you're just kind of Oh, I see this already. When shit's popping off like this, you know, sometimes you're just at the mercy of everyone else, you know? And you got to realize, like, hey, I'm basically here to just hang out and do nothing, you know. And especially against this comp in particular, you're gonna get punched, you're gonna get drilled, you're gonna get stabbed, right? There's a lot of shit going on.
Let me ask you, how did you get that mentality? Because I think this is the problem with me, right? It's, you know, I'm not Apply, but I know Apply. I'm a good friend with him.
Yeah, good people.
He used the DPS, and now I'm trying to figure out how to do less. Less is more sometimes when it comes to Ryan, dude.
Yeah.
Less is more.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, sometimes, like, there's gonna be times where, like, I think you're dead no matter what. But there's gonna be times where you got like 200 shield left, you're holding shield, you got 200 HP, and it's gonna be real tempting to swing once or twice and try to get the kill. But it's like if you just held and waited, you probably open an opportunity for someone else. That kill comes in from someone else. The healing comes in from. That's okay. They started it. They started it.
And I gotta get more concise with my fire strikes. If you look, I miss half of them, dude. Look at that. This
is the whole thing about those lanes of traffic. So, like, I went a little further back, but like, this is a good lane of traffic right here. Everyone likes to peek this corner, you know. Everyone likes to do it. So it's like, you know, you could go for the vendetta. It's nice. I respect the attempt, but a lot of times I end up just throwing my fire strike in the same spots because I'm not using it as a finisher in these early fights. I'm using it as just like an ult charge, backing people up, taking space. And it happens. So here's the other thing, especially against Doom. Here's a specific tip versus Doom in general. In a map like this where it's very front to back, right? That Doom, it has two options: punching or jumping in, right? Like, those are his two options, like over the top or punch through. If you stand in front of him, you limit him to one option: jumping over. You limit him to only jumping over. He can't punch, because if he punches, you can counterpin him, right? Or, like, he just punches you and you go 2 inches and nothing happens, right? So a lot of times when there's a Doomfist like this, I try to match him, like where he is. I try to stand in front of him, you know, because now he gets through for free. You know, I know you're low HP and there's a lot of things going on, but now it's like the fight before that a little bit.
What would you have done in this situation right here?
Okay, so here's what I'll do it from the beginning. I'll from the very beginning. So from this point on,
because you're not gonna get this anywhere. This is knowledge right here.
This is what I do from here. Okay. After I'm done shit talking him, first off, I'm looking for that guy because I want to fire strike him more than anyone else. So I'm immediately looking down the lane here and I'm looking at this corner. I almost always, especially coming out of here. How do I move this? I always am looking at like this corner, this area, because it's a high traffic area. People always be going down, right? And then I start walking towards it. I want to take it, right? Because like Vendetta is up top, Ventures is up top. You can't deal with either of them. I want to make my life as easy as possible and make their life hard as possible, which is like pushing their support line out, making their Doom make a choice. Is he going in or is he dealing with me? Right? And so when you go in this small room over here, you kind of end up giving them like the free sight lines and free space.
You're right.
And so if I come back over this way, right, they all match you in the small hallway. You're going to get blasted. But if you get up to this corner a little faster, you have this corner, you have the cart, you have all this area that you can just be pesky because you still have a lot of shield, or you should still have a good amount of shield walking up because you didn't take much poke on the way in until you got to this hallway, right? Like you're still got 700 HP in this hallway. This hallway is where you take all your big damage right now. So it's like you would have had full health, but more than 1,000 shield. You're a monster at that point. And then you got to wait for them to make a play. Right, this is one of those opportunities you gotta wait for them to make a play because you're running Sim Tracer Moira Lucio, which is just a horrendous comp. This is horrendous here. Like there's no pressure for you. There's nobody to really walk with. I don't know why they're on the Sim. It's just you're kind of just in a bad spot. But everyone's got a little survivability. Tracer can survive pretty well. Moira can survive pretty well. Lucio can survive pretty well. So you got to play the same game. Like you have to be self-sufficient. You can't be relying on them to do much for you. And so this after they got done messing with your backline, I'll look at the Doom really quick, right? Let's go back here. The Vendetta and the Doom, they all jump in, right? Let's get a better view. After they get done jumping in, right? They don't really get any value, right? But they just force everybody out for half a second. Everyone kind of has to go do their own thing for half a minute, but you've been low HP the whole time. So now you're the guy who becomes the liability, and they all have to try to save you, commit orb, all that stuff. Yeah, and so it's okay though. It's a learning thing where it's like you wanna contribute, you wanna be helpful to everybody else, but you kind of have to say fuck them, and that. You know, especially if you're shit talking that guy on the Alari, that guy's gonna focus you. You know, you just start fire striking him. You know, get his attention. We proved that guy wrong now. So this is where things get tough. It's last fight situation. You can't really pin up. You can't really do anything. If I was gonna play here, right? I'm playing this corner until it gets a little closer, and then I'm either fire striking down this lane, or if I'm getting the cart towards the end, I'm fire striking across or in here, and I'm basically looking to punish anyone who comes near me, right? You got a little space right now, which is good. So you got a little room to play with, but you're kind of getting to the point where you got to start anchoring a little bit. I respect the shit talk back.
Something I'm realizing, Flaz, as you're going on to this, if you want to hit the pause button.
Yeah.
What you were saying about being a little more self-sufficient, I'm realizing, dude, I require so many resources. I need to stop doing that. My play style is like, if you don't pocket me, we gonna fucking lose. And I gotta stop doing that, dude. I gotta play a little bit more corners, like you said, on that first, go to the corner maybe, fire strike the popular lanes, and I gotta chill, dude. Because as I'm watching this, now let me ask you, when you look at your teammates, do you think that your lineup dictates how crazy you are?
Sometimes, right? If I'm looking at their comp, I know I'm useless pretty much. There's not a whole lot I'm doing. And with your team's comp and that team's comp, I'm extra useless. Also, I did notice you took the shield bash perk, and I understand it. I probably personally would take the fire strike one, especially with your mechanical capabilities, because you hit 1 or 2 fire strikes on somebody, you get 4 seconds of swing speed, you run somebody down with that, you know? I personally like that a lot more. The other thing I would probably say is this Doom who's really aggressive, you know, I'd like to see you trying to pin him a little bit more, you know, make him force his punch.
Somebody in Keith's chat room said, why aren't you pinning the Doom more? And I called him stupid, and then I realized after the game that he was right. So I just want to say really fast, I'm sorry to the chatter that I called stupid. You weren't stupid at all. It just happens. I'm sorry, it's my bad. You were right. I just was upset that we lost the game.
No, it's okay. It's, you know what? It's totally understandable. I've done the same thing, you know, and I wouldn't apologize to that guy because you know what? Because he probably said something else stupid, and then it evens out, you know.
Yep. No, you're right. Okay.
All right. So, see, this is why I always try to keep an eye on the Doom during these, and you end up, you know, you're not catching it, which is okay because you just happen to look away. You see, I'm going for the block. Oh, that's feasting hours now. That's feasting hours. Right here. Oh, here. Oh, my eyes just lit up. My eyes, Keith. My eyes, my stomach, everything. So here's the rotation. Ready? He jumps in. There's his E.
Yeah.
Boom, there's his punch. He's got nothing. Oh, that's a feast right there. I'll be eating his butt. Right here. Boom, you pin him. And you know what, though?
I'm into that.
You know what, right here? If you have the perk, you hit the fire strike. You had the perk, you might have killed the bench. Maybe. It would have been close. Because I think you do hit it, right? I think. Oh, I think you maybe were slightly out of range either way, but oh man, just like one of those little opportunities.
I need to be a little more concise with my fire strikes, dude. I'm just throwing them out there. Like, let me ask you something. Do you when you have 2 fire strikes up, do you try to focus them on one person, or do you just wing it sometimes? Because I'm just throwing them, dude, but sometimes I feel like I could get a kill.
So early fight, I'm winging it down the lanes. Early fight, I'm winging it down the lanes. I want ult charge. I want pressure, you know, especially if your DPS are doing stuff, they're poking them, right? You might catch a guy who's all stacked up. If it's later in the fight, it depends again, where it's like, you know, if I need to finish someone who's backing away from me or like just out of range, or a lot of times I really do just keep it for range. And if they're near me, I'm swinging most of the time because
when they try to get away from you, you use a fire.
Yeah. And then that's when I'm going for it.
So I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like your priority is in your swing, but for some reason my priority is in fire strike. Like my mindset is, if I have a fire strike up, why not use it? But I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, because sometimes, you know, let's say in those situations where somebody's backing away from you, you know, you got that mechanical prowess, but what if you miss? You know, what if you miss? You won't have that second one. You might have a second one.
There's no reason not to just swing on them.
Yeah, especially if they're close enough.
Right here, my plan was to mind control them with my positioning.
Okay, I like this. I actually like this a lot. So, one thing I'd be looking for is watching this Doomfist cooldowns, right? So you just watched him use his E right here. And then he punches out.
Yeah.
That's go time, baby. I'm immediately turning to look wherever he goes. I'm matching it. If he went up, if he went up the stairs, I'm pinning. If he went back to the fire truck, I'm walking.
Yeah. No, you're Right.
So you end up going the long way. So now the Doom can feast your backline again for free. You know, you really want to bully him. You want him to show him who's boss. That you're the one in control. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm in control. You're inspiring me right now, Flats. I feel amped up.
Luckily, this is Masters 1, right? So that guy actually chased you, and you have all this space now for your team to walk through. But he's figuring it out. He's walking his way back. He's like, wait a minute, what's going on back here? You know? So it ends up not even taking advantage of the situation. But your team hasn't walked through just yet. But you've lost track of each other. You know, you don't know where he is. He doesn't know where you are. Good kill. Good kill. So part of why I wanted you to chase the Doomfist is that kind of a situation, right? So like we don't have the Doomfist before, ended up backing up back here. There's two things that happen, right? You can chase the Doom into the truck, or for example, the Illari who was playing up top, you could rotate up on her, get that free kill on her, especially when he doesn't have any cooldowns. He can't do much for a few seconds, and then when he does get his cooldowns back up, you're Reinhardt. You run him over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I like the pin play. Force this.
Boom.
You know what? This is one of those times I'm going to teach you something. I'm going to be a little harsh on you. I'm going to be harsh on you.
No, I like it.
Your swing is a longer swing than Suzu. So here's what happens. You swing, and you go for the second swing here. The Suzu goes off. Your swing is coming back. You would have hit her right here when she pops out of it. You hit it right there. I don't even fire strike a Kiri because she's gonna Suzu at some point. And so here's what we can do. Ready? So follow my camera here for half a second. Okay.
Following your camera.
So your camera. So the first swing came from the right. The second swing comes back. Right. So her Suzu's ending. The swing is still going. You flip your camera to the right. And you keep tracking her with the hammer. The hammer while it's coming through, and the Suzu effect is lingering and wearing off. Dink, you hit her. So then she's got all this health back, but you take away most of it again, right? So now she's one shot again. And guess what? You got that fire strike now because you didn't use it up close. You got it for the range. So you could, boom, she TPs away. She could be 1 HP, and you go for the fire strike there. Boom.
No, you're teaching me something. That's something I think I really struggle with. I think I might be over five. Like, what is that? Who did I
pin him! Pin him! Oh, why don't pin him? Oh, he's just sitting there. He's a sitting duck.
No, you're right. I'm just ignoring him too much, dude. He's a sitting duck, no cooldowns. He's homeless. I just gotta get him, dude.
Yeah, you gotta get on him, especially when he goes for block. Oh, that's eating time.
No, that's something that I'm really learning here. Is I need to punish cooldowns more, dude. And I know how to do it. It's just not something I think about on Ron too much, dude.
Yeah. No, I know.
That's probably why I feel really panicky against dive comps, because like I don't look for those openings, and there's not many openings. So when there is an opening, I gotta go. You're right.
Yeah. All right. So here's the deal, right? They're coming back. You're coming up, right? Looking for space. Looking to see where we're gonna go. I'd like to see. There's two options here, which is the way you're going to the left or you going straight into them. I think this is way safer. This is like the standard route. However, though, I want you to, I'm watching this Doom. I want to mark him. I want to see where he goes. If he commits from my tracer, I commit for him. If he stands there, I walk towards him intimidatingly, and I try to force him to either back in, back out, whatever. You know? So he commits from my tracer, right? Boom, I'm pinning. Because two things are happening now, right? He either has to punch me, right? Especially if you got the mechanics, you hit that pin, he either punches you, both fall on the ground, he's going to lose his empowered. You don't know about empowered. Let's just say, like, you just do that in general. Or, right, you pin him and take a big chunk of his health. You know? See, boom. Now we get that counter pin. But imagine it was right off the rip, you know?
Yeah.
Because now he's going to have his cooldowns back up a couple seconds later. Oh, God. Oh, okay. I saw you thinking about it. I would have pinned back right away. Right here. Right? The second you got out of here and then you lose the TP, I'm pinning back here. Because one of two things. He's either going to go, one of three things. He's either going to turn back and he's going to counterpunch, you're going to fall on the ground. Number two, he's just going to stand there, not see you coming, you're going to pin him. Or three, he's going to go in on your team and then you can join him.
Yeah, something I've been working on is being a little more stealthy and surprising, and that is exactly what you're telling me to do. Like, you wouldn't have expected it. I'm so obvious when it comes to Reinhardt. Like, I let everybody know what I'm doing. I announce myself all the time.
That's okay, because something comes with time.
Ron is hard, man. People are saying he's easy, he's a dumb character. And honestly, I went on a rant about this the other day, and Keith tries to be a force of positivity, but I got a little negative the other day. I feel like Reinhardt was left in 2016, dude.
110%. Because you know what? I was going to tell you something at the end of this, but I was going to wait. You know, I'm going to spoil it because we're almost at the end anyways. Yeah. Almost everything I've told you pretty much applies to both. However, the part about you being like a solo, like never take damage, be selfish, you know, you don't want to like advance and take space, that all is only 5v5. If you were playing 2016 through 2021 6v6 Overwatch, you know, that playing aggressive, walking up on them, taking resources would actually be the right play, but it's no longer the right play, unfortunately. So, you know, he's a character I think that's just not designed for this format, unfortunately, and so you got to play him like he's not in this format.
No, I like the way you're saying it, and honestly, I feel like you're opening my third Reinhardt eye right now.
I'd swing on him. I'd swing on that guy. I never let him. I'm never letting anybody get close to me like that.
Oh, look at this. Yep.
So
3, 2, 1, G.
Oh, huge! All right, so two things, right? I'm gonna be a little harsh on you. Okay, here's I gotta back you up a little bit. One, you're letting your shield get way too low. You know, there's no reason to be sitting here holding this shield at 300 HP, right? I like the Fire Shark attempt there. I like the second one, shielding here. You know, it's just kind of looking for stuff to do. Here's the next thing, right? Here's what I would do. You get a big one, right? You got a big one. You gotta decide who you're going for, right? You gotta pick one. You either swing on this guy and pin this guy, or you just straight up pin this guy. Maybe swing Fire Shark, although it's a little too slow to actually do these days. I think you either swing on them, both of them, and get a bunch of damage, or you pick one and pin him. Because I think you're going to end up not getting them, because you're not going to have enough follow-up. Oh, you do actually get him. So you end up going for the swing Fire Strike on him. I think because, did somebody do damage with you? Someone might have done damage with you. I see, this is what I mean. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. You know, I'm always like, can you do it yourself, right?
That's smart.
Wow, you actually did.
I lose a lot of games because I'm expecting things, dude.
You're expecting things. Honestly, I would have swung on that guy and I would have pinned the Doom, because I think the Doom's a bigger threat than the Genji a lot of times.
The Doom was gonna live, and then no one's gonna shoot the Genji. That's what I was scared of.
Go! Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful pin right there. That's a beautiful pin right there. That's what I want to see. If you did that 95% of the time, you would beat that guy every single time.
So you're telling me in this game you think the win condition was me touching that Doomfist more?
Absolutely.
Okay. No,
I'd be pinning him like crazy.
I like that idea, because and he was.
You gotta be reckless on Ryan. Like so niche, and very niche interaction. Okay. You're about a cap. Okay. You're about a cap. They're coming back for retouch. Here's what you do. Okay. You cleared this angle. You've already cleared it. You visually cleared it. You hear them coming though the other way. I pin this hallway every time. I pin it every time. Because it's a prediction, right? It's a prediction that they're going to try to come back. You've already cleared this side, so you know they're not there. There is a chance they come back here, and it's a Reinhardt-sized hallway. You can't miss in a Reinhardt-sized hallway.
Reinhardt, that's a size made for me.
And then you can also block that door over there.
And what am I even doing? Why am I sitting on the cart? What am I doing?
Yeah, that I expect a little better out of you. You know, it's like sitting there. Just kind of waiting AFK, you know, let them make a play, you know, especially like let's say you did pin over there, right? Let's say you did pin over there. You would have been early, right? You wouldn't have got the kill. I would have pinned over right here, right? You probably early, you don't get the kill. However, here's what happens. Here's what happens. Boom, you pin the corner, you hit the boop, right? You probably hit him booping him on the way in, and then they have to decide, do they want to challenge the Reinhardt-sized hallway Reinhardt guy? You know, that's a bad idea. That's death. That's death, you know? Unfortunately, they get to come in for free.
Yeah, what am I doing, dude? It's like I'm just inviting them in. It's like a fast pass at Disney. Skip the line to the roller coaster. I'm not even doing nothing.
And
it's like
extra mini. I'm gonna give you an extra mini thing. I know you're killing the blade.
Mini. Yeah.
Tell me what you see. I'm gonna play it in slow motion.
I'm seeing googly eyes. The Doomfist pinned me. I should have fucking pinned him.
Better yet. He's blocking.
Oh, and now
he's blocking with no punch.
Dude, I'm being serious, Flats. Hold on, before we move on, I want to say I know the concept of punishing cooldowns, but I think I got to do a better job at really looking for the specific one and bullying it, right?
Yeah.
Like, look at their team. Who do I bully on their team? It's nobody but the Doom block, dude. And I gotta look for that. And this is why I came straight. This is why I came to you, Flat. I don't think
we're gonna get you set up right.
And I'm sorry, dude. That this is embarrassing.
No, it's okay. There's no need to apologize. Everyone starts somewhere, you know.
Boom, got one.
Go block. Oh, never mind. I was on someone else.
Got
okay,
two.
huge. Got two. Oh. Oh, yeah! I wish I saw that as a half second sooner, but I don't think it would have mattered either way because I think most of your team's dead. But you've got some good kills. Hey, you did all you could. You did all you could survive in there. That's all you could ask. That's all you can ask. You did what you could at that last fight.
Yeah.
But you know what? You if you're getting the speed going on it, that pin, you know, leading into the swings, leading into the reaction, you've got it. You've got the mechanics, you've got the reaction time. You're so close. It's just about those like smaller interactions where you actually get a chance to act on them, you know?
Yeah. Now, before we move on, Flats, this is what I like to do when I get these VOD reviews. I want you to give me, let's do two things that I can really put my brain to.
Two things to mainly focus on. All right. I think you're a mechanically and smart player. I don't think you need a whole lot of like, you know, teaching on what cooldown management is, right? I think you've had the epiphany that you need to be tracking who you can punish. But I'm also going to say that's what I want you to look for. So in these fights and in these games, right, you're bumping in, you're going, who's my target? Who can I punish? Who can I really ruin their day? So in the beginning, you know, if you end up getting on the Ilaria, that's a good one. But Ilaria's pretty far, playing poke, that's going to be tough. Doom is probably your second best bet, right? Or Vendetta too, third best bet. That's where you're looking for most of the time. You're not really going to get Venture very often. You're no chance in hell getting the cat. I think they end up swapping too, but like you gotta pick someone, and then you're basically deciding I'm gonna watch their cooldowns especially, and I want to commit and punish them anytime I see them making a play. Because a lot of times people get bored playing against Ryan. They see the big shield rectangle man. He's full HP. He's got 1,000 shield. I ain't shooting that. That's someone else's job, right? And then they go to do something else, and it's like, oh, when they go do something else, that's when you can go on them. The other thing I would say is I want you to really focus on your Fire Strike usage, and I know you've been using it as a finishing tool up close. I really think you should try it as a ranged tool that you use especially in high traffic areas. And so high traffic areas, on first point, I showed you a couple of them. I'm just going to go over a second. If I'm on here, right, if I'm attacking, this right here is a high traffic area. If you take a few steps over, high traffic area, high traffic area. You get up here, right, you get on this area, high traffic area, high traffic area. The extreme, you want this is red hot. Highest traffic area potentially in the map. People love to play this. You walk up to this plant, you go boop, you jump over it, and then you fire strike right down here. You get 4 every damn time. And on top of that, you know, you get really good at using those, and you get really good at keeping them. It allows more opportunities
to experiment on different high traffic areas on each map.
Yep, you're building ult faster, and then also, you know, if you end up taking the perk where you get the faster swings, especially against like other brawl, like you play against Ram, you play against another Ryan, you play against hell, even Sigma. Sigma's a real good one. You just don't sit fire strike the Sigmas. Fire strike somebody else. Get the 2 second, 3 seconds, 4 seconds of swing time, and then you just bonk his ass until he falls over. Oh, it's gonna change your life when you start realizing how fast you start swinging. And if you're hitting those fire strikes and you're getting them early and you get your ult charge up faster, I think they'll make a big difference, because I think you got it. Reaction times there. I think the mechanics are there. I think, you know, you could use a little bit of work on the shield swinging. You know, swinging your camera around. But I think the fire strike usage is the big one. And I think that also picking someone on their team is like, you know, who can I deal with? You know, because there's going to be certain targets you can't deal with. You know, you can't go bullying on a lot of times. You're going to sleep, and you're going to have a bad day.
And
you know,
especially the cat. How do I?
Cat, you're never going to get him.
What do I?
You ain't never getting that guy unless he grabs you. Then you can look up and swing at him, I guess. But like, you're probably dead either way. But regardless,
though, Ron be able to fly.
Yeah, exactly. I'd just be looking for people to punish. And also, you know, in those early fights, like I think defense or attack is a better example when you guys were on attack. You know, there's times where it's a high traffic fight, you know, and your team's poking on the way through and you come on through. All right, it's like the beginning, you know, you were in that corner. I think a lot of times I don't end up going through this corridor. I actually come main a little bit more, and I want to work my way towards here, because like this is such a hot traffic area over here. And I'm gonna back it up. I'm gonna keep camera right here. I want to keep camera right here. I'm gonna let it play for about 30 seconds, and I want you to see how often as the fight develops they sit in this spot. You know, like right in front of that taxi on that corner where the stairs are. People love this area. That's where they love to stand.
Oh, look at that! Boom, boom.
Now they're all backing away, but then guess what? They all come back. They all love this. They all stack up here. They all stack up here. And then there's also the bonus one. The bonus one is if you're playing the pillar and you're playing this area, you can all look over here and you can look up, just see what you got. Then peek back, and then peek over, and then peek back, and wherever the fight's going, you can end up ebbing and flowing and seeing which way you want to go. You know, it's a good way to get early charge, get somebody low. Someone else might hit a quick shot, finish them off. You know, little tiny things that you just open up an opportunity for someone else.
Dude, I appreciate you, Flats. I can't thank you enough, dude. And this is exactly what I needed from you too. And I appreciate you for not sugarcoating nothing. I'm gonna work on these things, and I'm gonna come back and let you know how much better I've gotten. And
I can't wait to see it.
Googly eyes.
I'm googly eyes.
Before I head out, I want to say I'm so proud of you for all your success in life, dude. It makes me very inspired to see what you're doing, and I'm very happy with where you're at, and it makes me want to do better in life. And I can't wait to make you proud in the future, dude. I can't wait.
W Keith, I appreciate you, Keith. That means a lot.
Can you give me a Keith on 3?
I can give you a Keith on 3.
1, 2, 3, Keith!
Keith!
All right, Flats, I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. And this really did help, by the way. I don't want you to think I'm leaving this with no answers. These are actually things I really need to work on. I need to get better at pulling the trigger fast on things that I see, the blocks, the openings. And then I need to make sure I don't waste my fire strike so much, dude. I really I'm gonna prioritize swinging and then fire strike when I need it, either poking or when they're escaping. I think this will really help me a lot.
I think it will too. I think you're gonna be shooting up that leaderboard no time flat.
Oh, I can't wait. All right, buddy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Flats. I appreciate it, dude. I'll see you later. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. I'll catch you later.
All right, buddy.
Why it's funny. I didn't expect that he was gonna be committing to the southern accent the entire time. That cooked me by a little by surprise, if I'm honest with you. Holy shit, that was funny.